Hi folks, welcome to PerfMenta. In this video session, we are going to see how to record a web application using JMeter. Before we start recording, there are a few prerequisites that you need to check. Only then you'll be able to record the application successfully. So let's see what those prerequisites are. Number one, you need to update the JMeter certificate on your browser. Let's see how we do that. So for that, first you need to open your JMeter application. Click on the Apache JMeter. It will open up the application. You need to open all the components like thread group, listener, and the recording controller. Or there is a simple way of doing it. What you have to do is click on this file, go to the template, and select the recording with think time template and click on create. So what this will do is it will preload all the essential components like thread group, recording controller, view result tree, and your recording proxy server, and it will preload all the elements that are required for testing for you. So it's a quick and easy way of doing it. Then what you need to do is just click on start. It will throw this pop-up asking for you to update your JMeter certificate, and it will go off. So what you need to do is just stop it. Go to your browser and go to the settings, type SSL and go to the security, and under security you need to go to manage device certificates, and you have to go to the trusted root certificate. This is the fourth tab. What you have to do is import the certificate. Click on import, just click on next, browse, go to the bin location. The Apache JMeter bin location, you will see that root CA, the certificate file. Just click on open, click on next, finish. So this will successfully import the certificate to your browse. Okay. If you see this certificate, right, it comes with an expiration date, which is 27, a week from now. Once the certificate expires, you need to regenerate the certificate and re-upload it. Let's see how we do that. So for that, let me quickly remove the certificate. Okay. So then you have to go back to your bin folder. You'll see some 3 files: Apache JMeter root CA file, the security certificate file, the user test file. You need to delete this, and there will be one more proxy server Java key store file. So you need to delete all these 3 files. Okay. Once you delete it, you need to click the start button in the recording option again. Okay. Once you click, what it will do is it will generate those 3 files for you in the same bin folder. So now let's stop it. Certificate files have been successfully regenerated with a new expiry date. So then we have to go back to the Chrome browser under manage device certificate. We have to do the same thing again. So click on export, next, browse, Apache JMeter temporary root CA, next, and finish. Okay. So once this is done, you'll see the new expiration date on your certificate. Click close. Now the first part is done, that's updating the certificate. The second prerequisite is the updating the proxy connection detail. Okay, for that you need to see what port number we have in this proxy server, HTTPS test script recorder, right? This is a proxy server that is inbuilt within the JMeter. So what this does is it will intercept the traffic that happens between your browser and the application. So whatever the request and whatever the communication happens between your browser and your server, right, all those traffic, the request, response, everything will be intercepted and recorded in the JMeter. So let's see how it is being done. Initially, for setting up the proxy setting, right, you need to see the port number. So the default port setting that comes is 8888. So you need to go to your proxy settings in your Windows machine. Under the manual proxy setup, you need to enable it and give the local host 888. If you want to change the port, right, if you want to keep, let me keep it as 7777. I can do that as well. I'll save 777 here. What I have to do is I have to change the same 7777. Whatever port details you are giving in this proxy recorder, right, the same proxy port configuration you have to give it in your Windows machine as well. Let's try to record a application. Just click on OK and go to the browser. Now, while recording, make sure that you just have only the application that you want to record open. Okay, let me start with home page. Okay, next let me do the my account page. And let me log out. Okay, so now I have successfully recorded 3 transactions. Let's see how the traffic got recorded in our JMeter. These are the transactions that I recorded. So under this transaction controller, you'll see the requests that get recorded. If you want to see the recording response log, you'll see it under this view tree. Okay, so this is the response you will find. Okay, so this is how we record an application using JMeter. And sometimes people tend to forget after updating the proxy connection detail in their Windows machine. Now I have stopped recording. So let's see what happens. So if you try to access anything over the internet, you'll not be able to connect to your internet. So in order to restore the connection back, you have to go back to the proxy setting. Now just do the same. Now your connection will be restored. This is a very common mistake that people usually do during their startup. And there is another simpler way of doing it, that is through the BlazeMeter API. I'll be covering that in my next video. What is the advantage of doing the recording using JMeter application versus the BlazeMeter API plugin? The key difference is in JMeter, if you record an application, you'll be able to get this recording logs. Now you'll get all the response, what exact response you got. And when you try to replay, you can compare against the replay log versus recorded log. So if there are any dynamic values that changes between your recording response log versus the replay response log, right? So those are the candidates for correlation. So you can easily identify what needs to be correlated, and you can apply the correlation for them. So that is one major advantage of recording an application using JMeter rather than any other plugin. I hope you guys will be now able to successfully record an application using JMeter. So if you want to see more such informative videos, please do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.